what to do with unwanted attention. Um, it's not a major thing, but sometimes especially if you're a woman, or not even necessarily walking alone, there could be a group of you on a night out, so you're all dressed up, you might get people calling things out to you from across the street, people walking past you and make suggestive comments or whatever. How do you handle that? What do you do? You ignore it and you keep walking. It's not a difficult, unless someone starts to follow you, or unless someone physically tries to block your path. You ignore it and you keep walking. There's a video put out a few years ago by a woman called Gabrielle Rubin from Female Awareness Self-Defense, and she is a very dangerous woman because she is dangerously inept, and the techniques that she shows and teaches people are ridiculous. It's almost to a point where when you're watching it, you think that she must be doing this on purpose. She must have actually thought, what's the absolute worst thing I can teach someone in this position? One of the short videos she did, she goes over if you walk past someone, they wolf whistle at you and they call out to you, blah 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 blah. And pretty much everything she says to do is the opposite of what you should do. So if someone calls out, whatever, ignore them, keep walking. Don't stop and make eye contact with them, because if I call out to you and you stop and you look at me, you're now telling me that you're willing to engage in a conversation, which isn't what you want to do. You want to keep moving. You want to completely ignore me, pretend I don't even exist in your universe. For her to suggest that you stop, turn, look at them, she says that she likes to stop and go, why? How fragile is this woman's ego that she feels she needs to stop and go, yeah, I'm here, and pull a face at the person? If you pull a face at someone, there's a good chance you're just going to anger them. Or there's a good chance that if there's a group of them, they're all going to start hurling abuse at you. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever, other than your ego, to stop and acknowledge these people. She suggests that you do this and you look at them and then you stride away confidently. Well, you shouldn't be stopping to begin with. If someone's just yelling out at you from across the road, ignore them. You know, this is another prime example of ego getting you in trouble. I'm going to show them they can't say that to me. Who cares? You know, you're never going to see these people again. People who sit in the shadows and yell abuse don't exist in my universe. I don't give them enough worth that it's worth me stopping my day to acknowledge them. Neither should you. It's very, very simple. If you're at a bar and somebody's giving you unwanted attention and they're getting close to you and they start touching your arm and stuff, be polite but be firm and say, I'm really not interested, mate. Don't be friendly with it. Don't start touching me. Oh, thank you so much, but I'm really not interested. Well, you're telling me to go away, but you're holding on to me. So you're giving me a mixed message. So we have to make sure that when we give people a message to fuck off, no matter how politely we say it, they get the message. If somebody still won't leave you alone, very simply, when the bar staff come over, and if the person's being persistent, wave the bar staff over and say, could you do me a favour, please? Could you phone the police to get rid of this guy? If they've got bouncers on, ask the bar staff to get the bouncers to throw the guy out. That's what they're there for. Don't be afraid of making a scene. Don't be afraid of letting it be known this guy needs to leave me alone. If something unfortunately should happen to you, at least then there's witnesses that can say, oh yeah, this is the guy who was hassling her earlier on in the night, this is what he looked like, this is where he went, blah 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 blah. The venue will have got them on security camera or whatever. But don't be afraid of making your intentions clear to fuck off. By acknowledging the guy, by being overly friendly with him, people will interpret things the way they want to interpret it. So in that situation, that person isn't going to go, oh, she's telling me to fuck off, I should really fuck off. The person's going to go, who cares what she's saying? She's holding onto my arm. She clearly doesn't want me to go away. If it persists, bar staff, bouncer, if you're being followed by somebody, go into the nearest shop, go into the nearest local open business, whatever it might be, and very loudly to the first staff member you find, say, "Could you phone me the police, please? This man is following me. It's harassment." If there's a shop such as a department store or whatever it might be, depending on the time of night you're out, most of any places like that will have a security guard. Grab the security guard and say, "This guy's following me. Could you get someone for me, please?" Don't be afraid of making a show to get rid of the unwanted attention. But again, if it's just someone hollering something at you and they're not actually following you or blocking your path, the number one thing to do is to just ignore them. It's as simple as that. To allow yourself to react to somebody just because they've yelled something across the road is stupid, and frankly it's beneath you, it's beneath all of us. There's no need for us to be engaging with them. So that's really all I want to say on that. There'll probably be more videos on short snippets like this on what to do with unwanted attention as and when things come to my attention. If you have any comments or questions, please do put them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.